Hello and welcome to the next part of Magical DEATHPAIR. Last time we got introduced to, well, all the characters and the setting and the game and a lot. It was a lot. And we're still in the prologue. I can't believe we're still in the prologue. Alrighty then. The game is afoot. We are playing it sounds a little bit like Werewolf, where basically two of the witches here are monsters and we need to find them and kill them. Now Classical here has the ability of Foresight, with which he foresaw that Vasya, our protagonist, will be the first to be voted out and will die, and next up he is then. He will then die. And well, yeah, we want to avoid that, of course. She is very cute now, isn't she? Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. I cannot believe this girl lasted this long in the witch business. She is very cute though. How are you doing, Miss Vass? You seem happy as the possum fighting back there. Now let's went upstairs. I think I like Gretchen too. And it's Classical, it's spooky how you keep following me at a distance. It's really, really spooky. It's spooky. Look at him. He doesn't properly follow me, but he walks in his own space, so he feels like he is like, I don't know, like a monster that is chasing me. Don't really trust him in the first place, anyway. And now you keep standing there? Ah. Pass through the ticket gates and head to the plaza. Can I go in here? I can! But there was nothing here. Alright, alright. Now you're just bullying me. Ah, the pervert is here. What would we do if an adorable, delicious cake was set in front of you? Would be a pity if you ate it, then it would be gone forever. But wouldn't you be dying to know what was inside something that appetizing? Wouldn't your heart race when you sliced the cake open with a knife? You're getting more concerning by the minute, even though I like your design, but I understand why Lily doesn't associate with you. What color will it be? The anticipation alone is an adrenaline rush. But when you cut it open, the cake loses its original shape. It will never return to the way it was. That is very sad. So slowly savor the outer icing for now and leave the inside to my imagination. Then again, the longer I stare at the cake, the stronger my desire to dig in and devour it. What the heck is he talking about? I don't want to know. If you think it's that delicious, why not just dig in? I think he was using it as a metaphor, girl. And I don't want to know. Cake is meant to be eaten. It's more of a pity if I let it go to waste. True, that is a relief to hear. Don't give him ideas, I don't trust him. I don't think Lily appreciates it if you give him bad advice. It's Reverie. He's staring at me again. I know it's dangerous to act alone, so I want to be with someone. That said, everyone else is with their own body. I don't want to interfere. To be honest, I've never killed someone before. I'm really anxious right now. Well, in a situation like this, you have to kill if you don't want to be killed yourself. You're right. I need to pull myself together. Why I just... Ah. Please do a good job at following me, right? Lastine, I already told the others, but I believe it is important to avoid any infighting among witches. But there's an enemy in our midst. We are up against a powerful monster. It has already killed over 30 witches. The fewer numbers we have, the more likely it is that someone will be killed. Our chances of winning are higher when it's 14 against 1. But if our members drop by half, the monster could use its skill and geographical advantage to finish us all off. The survival of others is beneficial for all. I want you to remember that. In order for us to defeat the enemy, we must reveal the monster's identity while preserving the witch's strength. This is why we must deliberately avoid infighting and battling other witches. Makes sense. It does make sense. That is all I have to say. Where's your body? Hey, I don't like being followed around all the time. I'm simply worried about you. I can hold my own, you know. Besides, you're not my dad. I understand. I'll give you your space. I would prefer if you actually properly followed me. Because this space you are talking about is actually pretty creepy. What am I supposed to do now? You should talk to the others and get a feel for their personalities. That way you can predict when something will happen or someone will act. However, your time is limited. After a while, others will begin taking action to gather clues about the monsters. What kind of action? They could resort to talking, interrogation, or even torture. When you get to that stage, please be wary of others. You can still talk to them, but avoid being touched. What? Are you jealous? Some skills can only be used when certain conditions are met. Those conditions include approaching or touching a target. The more strict the conditions, the more dangerous the skill. What if I wear gloves and they touch my clothes? This is not child's play. The closer you are to someone, the more susceptible you are to their skill, period. Okay. Please be careful. What's a steer? He's treating me like a child. Well, I don't think this kind of game is very much aligned with your skill set. So I think he is kind of right to be worried about what you're about to do. Oh boy. Well, hello, sunshine. Hey, Perf, where's your buddy? I'm cool without mine, but I know you're different. I wanted to stay close to my buddy, but Azu went off somewhere on her own. I'm too weak to try to look for her, and I'm scared of traps. So I decided to leave the search up to these guys and just stay put. Is that a good idea, though? Hello, poet. Would you like some coffee, Vaz? It will wake you right up. I hate coffee. That makes two of us. Why? No, never mind. Is it safe to eat the food here? What? Are you afraid it will keep us here forever? All the food here is simply a replica of the food you find in reality. But I doubt it's poisoned. So it won't fill our stomachs. Witches don't get hungry, so that's not an issue as long as we're transformed. Oh, that's practical. It's like how I can regenerate with magic. But if you want to eat for fun, let Perf know. He'll give you some candy. I hate this sort of thing. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Vindicative type wants his feet off negativity, right? Then why don't they just grab us all now and torture us to death? Rumor has it they need fresh emotions. If humans drown in negativity, the emotions are destroyed. The V-type yearns for the repetition of that moment where we fall from the peak of ecstasy to the pits of despair. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, the fact they bothered to think of rules give me some serious shadow puppeteer vibes. You might be right. This is a pretty nice place. At least you're stuck somewhere nice. But what voice do I give you now? Something androgynous, but I don't know. Technically, my male voices are all androgynous. Yeah? Oh, I can't talk to you anymore. Alrighty then. Let's search somewhere else. Hello, Classical. Hey, Classical. What do you think about the other witches? To be honest, I don't want to fight with any of them in the open like this. If I'm going to attack someone, I need to be prepared and out of sight. I would also ideally know their skill. Isn't that unfair? That kind of fight isn't any fun. Unfair? I'm not trying to win anything. This is simply a case of kill or be killed. I don't believe many people fight like it's a sport in the way you do. I was just asking who you thought was suspicious. I'm surprised you're so ready to kill. Oh, it seems I misunderstood. You really... you really sound like a possible game host right now. That's the most interesting thing I've heard all day. Is that really how I sound? It's at least clear you're not fighting for justice. I won't deny that. You should be careful as well. I know your emotions can get the better of you. Hey, we just met. Don't talk like you know me. I have a feeling he actually knows you better than you think. It's still first period, huh? I'm telling you, Melifina, going alone is risky. And I'm telling you, as long as you might be a monster, you need to keep your distance. I can't believe you became a witch just to get girls. There's nothing more dangerous than a scumbag without any personal convictions or sense of justice. Who? I'd say the majority of witches join the business for personal gain. I mean... they are pretty much risking their lives. So... I think it's fair to do it for personal gain, but how do you get girls from being a witch? Besides, fighting for justice involves some egotism. Don't make it sound like we're the same. I've been a witch for a whole year now. Don't treat me like a newbie. Anyway, your existence stresses me out. Keep your distance. What's a guy gonna do to be trusted around here? Oh boy. You know you're not gonna get her to like you if you do stuff like this, you know? I knew it. Your guard is full of holes, Melifina. You might talk big, but you leave your defenses wide open. That makes me think you've only been against predatory type monsters. Am I right? But hey, don't sweat it. I'm here to protect you. She just hates you more now. She just hates you more now. Hello, idiot. I think I made Melifina mad. You think? Vas and I share one brain cell. Oops, busted. I'm pretty sure Malafina hates big flirts like me. I'm sure as well. At least her hate for me can't get any worse. I'm more worried that she's never faced vindictive monsters before. She acts all tough, but I need her to realize the dangers she's in. The most important thing in this game is to understand the limits of your own strength. It's not good to be overconfident in something you can't do. I want to help Malafina out since she's a novice, but she thinks I'm mocking her and gets mad. Interesting that their personalities should be compatible, but no. Do you have experience with games like this? Yeah, this is your first time, right? I overheard Glassical filling you in on the train. You got me. I've only fought against the predatory type, and I'm not great at using my head. Well, you're painfully honest. At least your body seems to know what he's doing. You should rely on him to do the brain work. I think it would be good if Vas also tried her best. Why did you become a witch? Still thinking about that. Because I like to fight, of course. Excuse me. That's a violent and selfish reason. I can't believe you. I became a witch so I could protect the world and others. There's no way I would sacrifice my life and time for others. Society is a wreck because of selfish people like you. Concepts like others and society are too abstract for me. That's being narrow-minded if you only consider the material world. If you say so. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this. He's just like, oh. Alright, can't go up there. So this is a... yeah, one-way street. Let's see who else I can spy on. Are you two just gonna stay like that the whole time? I'm kinda worried. Don't do anything to Lily, please. Ah, these two. If there are two monsters among us, everyone starts looking suspicious. No, I think an unhinged voice for Barukuro might be good. If monsters were devils, they'd be singing their own names. Like Tom Tot? That's not a bad idea. Why are you looking at me like that? No reason. I bet the horse of a sloppy game like this will slip up sooner or later. I wish this was a riddle game instead. You guys good? I wonder if there are any stray cats around. Are you good at solving riddles, despite your looks? What have my looks to do with this? I mean, you're basically a musclehead. You are one too, Vestine. You are one too. You're one to talk. I saw you swinging your axe back there. I started playing escape room games last year. My friends have been obsessed with them. They're based on abstract patterns that are pretty easy to figure out once you get used to them. Really? Not bad. Another dead end. I should probably take another look on the map. Ah, these two. Oh, it's you. You seem like a pretty serious person. Why did you decide to become a witch? No particular reason. I just cannot stand the spread of monster vermin. It disgusts me. You are pretty cool. Howdy, Miss Vass. Miss Neville and I were just talking about the monsters. Just so happens we were arguing whether that witch in the train car was killed by a monster or another witch. I just thought it was a monster that killed her. Hey, I'm with you. But then I realized that could mean one of the monsters has a threat skill. Does someone here use a threat weapon? I haven't checked in with everyone yet, so I wouldn't know. That's why I was saying I wish something would happen so we could see everyone's weapons. But then Miss Neville got angry, something about causing unnecessary trouble. Witches have one weapon and one skill. It's also possible to set a skill to a weapon. Therefore, if we're going to search for the threat user, we'll need to know everyone's weapon and skill. It'd be faster if everyone just showed each other all at once. If we expose their skills and weapons with enemies in our midst, they could use them against us. Of course, there are some fools who won't realize the danger involved. So can we safely say anyone with a known weapon and skill isn't a threat user? There are at least 2 monsters though, so it's still possible that that person is one of them. The premise of the monsters is a threat user may even be mistaken. That makes things complicated. I'm not good at using my head. Oh, the headache's coming on. Brainless fools like you can keep your mouth shut and just beat up whoever attacks you. Leave it to me. I think she was insulting you. Howdy, Miss Vass. You're in charge of using force. I'm pretty sure she was insulting you. You're really just gonna stand there and stare at each other, huh? But it's still only first... Ah, Classical's gone. Huh? Where did the creepy guy go? Oh well. Did I go in here yet? Oh, there he is. Classical, where have you been? Ah, perfect timing. I believe that witch over there is trying to kill me. Huh? Ah, Azumado? Do you two have some kind of history? Not that I know of. Azumano, if you don't mind me asking, why are you so angry with me? What voice to give her? Don't tell me you've forgotten. 2 months ago you played another one of these games. During that day you killed my sister. Oh shit. I'll never forgive you. You will die at my hand. Here and now. How odd, I have no recollection of what she's saying. Well, I don't want to be involved, so good luck, buddy. That's cold, but I kind of understand. Are you sure you want to leave me alone? I'm not especially strong, so I could very well die here. And that's my problem because... I should have known. I'm actually not that strong. Physical combat is all about environment and conditions. Fighting fair and square and out in the open against my opponent is not my strong suit. Okay, but Azumano is calling you out. I don't think I should get involved. Solve your own problems. Then can you at least call Perth, Azumano's buddy, over? I know how much he hates conflict. You should be able to put a stop to this. Fine, I'll go get him. But just because it's no fun seeing you get beat up. Perf is this bubbly lime-colored guy, right? Yes, I just saw him in a cafe a minute ago. He's probably still there. Ooh. Cool. That must have taken a lot of work to make that look like that. Hey, Perf. Perf, can I borrow you for a sec? What's up, Faz? Azumano attacked Classical. They're fighting as we speak. Could you stop Azumano for us? I don't want to get involved. Now that I think about it, will Perf even be of any help? What? Fighting's a no-no. I'm on my way. You can't just attack people like that, Azu. We're here to kill monsters, not other witches. We need to work together. Come on, Azu, violence isn't the answer. Let's just talk things through. Shut up. Okay, I didn't want to do this, but... Jeez, wasn't that a bit much? Don't worry, I made sure not to kill her, she's just unconscious. He acts like he's done this before. I'll be sure to talk things over with Azu, so she knows infighting is a no-no. Sorry for all the trouble. No worries, this was all Azumano's doing. You didn't do anything wrong. Hey, why did Azu attack you anyway? Well, I guess I can ask her myself later. See ya! Hey, Classical, you okay, bud? Did you not foresee this with your skill, or did you come here exactly because you foresaw it? I foresaw Azumano would attack me, but the timing was different. It seems telling you about my skill has slightly altered the timeline. So you didn't know she would bring up that revenge story. In my vision, I deal with her before she says anything. So I thought you were the reason why she brought up the story. Then, did you know Perf would stop her? Perf and I have hunted monsters together before. So you know each other. I only spoke to him in passing, but I got the impression he despises unnecessary combat. He's a kind person who tries to use words to solve conflict whenever possible. That said, he's also willing to get rough with those who refuse to talk. What's wrong? I was wondering weaker than I thought. Azumano is simply stronger. You should be commending me for dodging a mid-range melee fighter like her. I guess. Well, that wraps this up for now. I see. Now we're officially in period 2. Let's make a new save to commemorate this. Remember how that corpse was tied up with thread? No was indeed a fascinating choice. Why was it even tied up in the first place? Clearly it reflects the culprit's tastes. Crucifixion was originally meant to set an example, however we must consider that this is a game. The culprit may have only killed for his own amusement. If that were the case, and the murder had no meaning, I might be ill. Yeah, that sure was a corpse. There are too many scary people here. Like who? Classical, Barukuro, Reverie, don't the dark auras freak you out? What dark auras? Perth, Durham, and Gretton, on the other hand, are friendly and kind. Utsukuma is nice enough, but his need for thrill is kind of overwhelming. Sazaluka is super mean, I hate him. See, he's staring at me as we speak. You have a lot of interesting facial expressions. Jeez, why is everyone... In my defense, I want to talk to Miss Neville, but one word and she goes and has a hissy fit. I noticed you're not with your buddy. What was his name again? Barukuro? Course not. I'm not a kid with separation issues. Just between you and me, that guy throws me off. He's always smiling, but who knows what's in his head. Besides, it's not like you can talk. Looks like you're gone solo too. Game, don't die on me now. Don't die on me now. Don't die on me now. Ah. It wasn't a game, it was my fucking computer. Good lord. Why are you using so much CPU? I only have OBS in this game open. There's no way you need that much CPU. What the heck? Is it because Steam is also open? Ugh. Ah, the CPU has calmed down. Alright, alright. Let's continue. Can you blame me? I've no idea what's on Classical's mind. He really throws me off. Our bodies might be 2 pieces apart. They're both mysterious and dressing in dark clothes. I wouldn't exactly call my body mysterious. I've been on probation, so this is my first mission in ages. Probation? I just got some complaints about the way I do business. Then one day, bam! I temporarily suspended from work. What did you do? The thing is, it just so happened that I slipped up and hurt a guy. So I got a bunch of guys to stand up for him and made a direct complaint to the management. Like, as in witch work? Or... That's why I got 2 weeks probation. I only became a witch because I was bored, you know. Oh. Oh. You're only a witch for 2 weeks? Oh boy. So, you better believe probation was the worst. I literally thought I would die from boredom. Boredom? When will my PC not... Definitely gotta restart the computer after this recording. Looks like Gigi Nose and I are the same age. But Gretchen and Mutsukumo are a year older. How old are you? 18. You're young. Mutsuko is a 19-year-old college student, and Gretchen is a 19-year-old part-time worker. I'm barely around other witches, but most of the ones here seem around my age. Monopi said that young kids aren't sent to fight the V-type monsters since they lack experience and knowledge. Based on the people I know, most stop the witch's business once they get a job because they don't have the time or energy. Oh boy, so it's kind of a late teenage, young adult kind of thing. That's a tough world out there. I would think that it's actually better for you guys to retire soon, you know? Better to find a boring job in a boring town than to fight and die. Peace has a lot of good things to it, you know? I don't think many of us are enjoying the interesting times we are currently living in, right? Peace is very, very nice. By the way, how are Lily and Reverie doing? Are they still staring at each other? No, they have moved locations. I wonder where they are now. I noticed the rule said that you can make contracts with monsters. Would someone even do that? They say if you make a contract with a monster, your deepest wish will come true. Is that for real? PC, stop dying on me. You didn't have the problem the entire fucking day. Who knows? I don't have any monster friends I could ask. But even if your wish came true, you couldn't live in the real world once you were a monster. I mean, someone who wished to be a billionaire couldn't reap the benefits of their wish. It's a complete scam. Unless you are wishing for someone else. Yes, it is probably a scam. But humans who are at the end of the rope tend to cling to straws. I guess it explains all those people who get hooked on false cults and spirituality. You're also alone, huh? Monsters are the creators of chaos. But don't you ever wonder how far they could go if unchecked? Excuse me? Perhaps the entire world would fall to ruin. Isn't that poetic? I don't think... You would make poems over Corona, wouldn't you? Well, I guess I'll go this way this time. Alright, no one's here. Nope. Vas, what do you want, classical? I believe Neville was calling for you. Where is she? She was? Are you sure? I don't know what you would want with me. I believe she's on the platform. Give me the map. I see. Ticket gate. So. Huh? It's locked. Why? Why is it locked? What do you want? Classical said you wanted to see me. I never said that. What? What is Classical up to? I heard about the incident with Perth and his buddy. You're pretty quick to rely on others. You've got me all wrong. I only called for Perth because it wasn't my problem. So you won't even get involved if it's not your problem? Obviously. Oh boy, she's not gonna like us. She's not gonna like us at all. Okay, I can get back in here. Don't die, PC. 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes. Then I shall release you. Why is that door locked? I know for a fact I was in there. So yeah, what's your problem, dude? Hey, scumbag, why did you lie to me? Oh, did I make a mistake? My apologies. Is there a reason why you're keeping me from going to the escalator hall? None at all. Why do you ask? You're so suspicious. Oh yeah, I've seen her on a platform. Hey, Wes, have you seen Melifina around? She was on a train platform with Neville. Oh, she should be fine then. Neville seems to know her stuff. Are you worried about Melifina? Of course I am, even though she hates me and would rather be around serious people like Neville. But I'm fine as long as she's not alone. I hope I don't see any corpses around here. What did I just say? Isn't that Reverie? Someone is dead. Based on her uniform, she looks like a high school student. I don't think she was a witch. Did she get caught inside the barrier? She had been cut to shreds. A regular human is dead. A regular human is dead. But I was here before, wasn't I? I walked up the stairs here. That's not... please me, that is just a normal thing and not Lily. These clothes. This is Lily's corpse. Why was she decapitated? She didn't do anything wrong. Where's the head? I don't see it anywhere. But more importantly, who could have killed her? Her buddy Reverie is nowhere in sight. Neville, I was just about to call you. Why are you yelling? What's all this? It was like that when I got here. Did you see anyone nearby? Where's Reverie? The culprit ran away before I got here. I didn't see any sign of Reverie, dead or alive. Do you think Reverie did this, or did the monster get the upper hand? Your guess is as good as mine. Should I call the others? They don't have to come here, but let them know Lily is dead and her murderer is on the loose. Classical, what did you do? Or rather, why are you hiding this? I ran to tell everyone the news, but I couldn't find Reverie, Perth or Azumano. And you know, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. Next time we will, I guess, investigate a bit about Lily's death and see, yeah, where it goes. So yeah, until then, goodbye.